This is the new Ted Nugent song that's out.
Oh, this is a real song.
This is a real song called American Campfire. Why he would be buying you a beer at a campfire, I'm not sure, but Ted was never exactly a wordsmith. Yeah.
Everybody loves the American campfire. Don't you hear it calling your name?
American Campfire. Apparently, you know, that to him, that's where, it's where life and liberty and just, it all comes together. God bless Ted Nugent, Sweaty Teddy. He's got a new album coming out called Detroit Muscle. The first offering from it. This is American Campfire.
Loves the American Campfire.
I didn't think we could top. That Kid Rock song, but
all right.
American Campfire might have done it.
They're making their bid for a halftime show. Let's get some American Campfire, and nobody's gonna tell me how to live on the halftime show next year.
Yeah, Kid Rock already did the halftime show, and it sucked. But remember, advertising used to be equated with selling out. Like, if you sold your music for advertising, you were selling out. And I realize that, like, selling out as a concept is kind of a thing of the past because everybody's got to make money however they want to do it. But now it's very clear that people write songs that they know will attract advertisers. There's no reason you would write a dumb song called American Campfire unless you knew somebody's going to call you up and go, hey, Weber Grill wants to talk to you. No, but it's like a...
I think you're...
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
what's the marshmallow company? I can never remember.
The marshmallow... Kraft?
Puff? Jet Puff?
Jet Puff, yeah.
Jet Puff?
Isn't that right?
I think it's Jet Puffed
marshmallows.
Jet Puffed marshmallows.
Wow, I never heard of that. P-U-F-T? Like Stay Puffed?
P-U-F-F-E-D.
Jet Puffed. That's Kraft. Yeah, okay.
P-U-F-F-D.
Kraft Jet Puffed.
Yeah. They use a jet to puff them up.
Hey, Sweaty Teddy, it's the Jet Puffed people.
What are other marshmallow brands? I mean, or s'mores? I mean, you just...
Well, Captain Kids is the fluffer nut,
Hershey.
is the spread, right?
You get Hershey.
Yeah.
You get them on board. You get graham crackers involved. Like, there's maybe a hot dog company's like, hey, cook a hot dog over a fire.
Yep. My first hot dog has a first name. It's Ted.
T-E-D-D-Y.
My hot dog has a second name. It's N-U-G-E-N-T. So American Campfire right there is the... you're not going to see Ted Nugent pulling his music off Spotify.
I saw it was back. What's his face was back.
Who? Neil Young?
Neil Young's. I don't know if that was like a troll post or something.
Oh, I don't know about that. I saw Ted Nugent called Neil Young a punk. Neil Young's 2 years older than Ted Nugent, of course, but call him a stupid. What do you call him? I don't want to misquote him. He called him like a druggie or something, or
druggie.
You know what I mean? Like Ted Nugent prides himself on like, I didn't do drugs, except he, was adopting underage girls so he could bang them. He was a draft dodger, the whole bit.
Okay, people are just going to his page and things that he doesn't have the rights to, like music soundtracks and stuff like that, are up there. So people are like, "Oh, you came back," but he's not. No, real stuff isn't.
He's not going to make a huge deal out of that and then quietly put his catalog back. Yeah. So anyway, if you like Ted Nugent, there's that. Yeah, I love these rock and roll guys, by the way, who like the cornerstone of their whole image is how they never did drugs, and they just crap all over people who did. Gene Simmons, all these other guys who were like, I never did any kind of drugs, except they were poking everything that moved, and it didn't matter if the girls were 14. It didn't matter at all.
Also, drugs are fun.
Some of them are fun. Some of them aren't.
What's one that's not?
What's
Acid.
a not fun drug?
Mm-hmm.
Any bad trip, acid, mushrooms, those can go horribly wrong. Too much cocaine.
Well, but that's not the drug's fault.
We're not talking about the
trip.
Reaction.
Talking
to
about
it.
the drug.
The drug is fun.
Coke isn't always fun. Some people who do coke and then they just want to fight everybody.
Yeah, I mean, the reaction
That
is
might
what makes
be,
it fun or not.
I'm just saying, I've done coke and I've had fun.
But, Ted Nugent is... that's why I don't understand all that rah America crap with Ted Nugent. Listen, I get that you're going to have a different opinion at 73 than you had at 18. That's anybody. But, it's not like Nugent suited up and went to Vietnam. He used to tell interviewers about how he like didn't wash his ass so he wouldn't get drafted and blah blah blah. You know,
that's something that I.
Well, they used to have to take a physical, and if you made them think you were crazy, or you know, he's talking about doing meth before the night before his physical, and you know,
that's always
so
like
much for never doing drugs. But he got a student deferment. Nugent's like all those other hawks that got student deferments. Cheney and Rush Limbaugh and Trump, all these guys that couldn't be bothered. But they're all rah America.
So you mean tell me if I rub poop on myself, I can avoid a draft?
Yes. But
if we had a draft,
right now, so.
There's no draft, but you know.
You're just looking for an excuse.
Or do you mean a breeze coming from an open window?
No.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Frank, what's going on?
I can add to the list of what's a bad drug. Every time I've seen anybody take PCP, they're usually buck naked, stomping the windshield out of a cop car or something.
Yeah, you don't meet a lot of people who had a great time on angel dust or anything like that.
We're not saying they...
Not one.
It looks like they're having a time, though. Like, it looks like they're doing what they want to do on the drug.
They are having a time.
And they got a story
They might
forever.
be enjoying themselves.
Who doesn't want to have a story about kicking the back windshield of a police car out?
Some people might, not for me. But I was calling to talk to Mary about her little studio/drum room dilemma.
Here we go. What?
I've lived this exact thing, and it's not about. He's not offended by. You don't think he's talented. As a metalhead, married to somebody who likes, modern pop country. We kind of riffed about what's good or not, and he's not. You're not impressed by things he does, and his opinion on music doesn't meet. But you guys will get over that. The problem is it's his domain, and he knows he's going to surrender the bathroom decorations to you. He'll surrender the living room and the kitchen. You'll have cursive writing on things, life, laugh, love, all over the place. You got to step off his drum room. That's his little place, his childhood rock and roll dream theater.
So he...
Just leave it alone.
He actually... Go ahead. Sorry.
Something. Just a little bit much quick, I think.
So he actually called me during the break. Not happy with me. He's like, why do you make me sound like such an ass on the radio? I was like, no. So he has no problem soundproofing the room. And I was like, well, then why'd you make the comparison to John Mayer? And he was saying that it's loud no matter what. If he were a guitarist and he were to plug into an amp, it would be just as loud as if he were a drummer.
Yeah, soundproofing. You're not going to soundproof a drum room.
That's what he was saying.
Without spending $35,000, right?
So that is what he literally just explained to me on the phone. And he was like, you're making me sound like this curmudgeon who doesn't want, he's like, I know that I'm talented. I know that I'm good at the drums. I don't care what you think about it.
Well, that makes more
Mary
sense.
Doesn't know.
That makes more sense to me than how you were kind of recounting the story.
Well, and that's why he called me, is he's like, this is not even close to the conversation that we had. Like, what are you talking about? And I was like, well, that's how I remembered it. He goes, no, that's not what it was. So apparently I had it all wrong and misinterpreted it. And he's like, no, I've been wanting
Mary
to
was Steve Byrne in this situation.
I was.
She didn't remember what happened in the conversation.
He's like, I've been wanting to soundproof that room for a while now. I was just making the guitar comparison, saying that it would be loud no matter what instrument I played, and that soundproofing it isn't really going to do anything.
Maybe he should learn some John Mayer songs.
Well, and then I was like, well, then why'd you bring up John Mayer? Because I took it as he knows I enjoy John Mayer. That must mean he thinks I don't enjoy his drumming. And he was like, no, it's not that at all.
You make a lot of
leaps in logic here.
Not even leaps in logic. It's just kind of I don't know. It's just kind of where my head goes. But he's not mad about soundproofing the room. It's something that he wants to do, and so let's set the record straight with that.
Right, okay.
I apparently was in my own conversation.
I'm glad that we can work all these out in the air. I like that. We're kind of intermediary here between the... I'm also being told that John Mayer plays a signature model of the guitar that I will have.
Oh.
That means nothing to me, but Mary's a big John Mayer fan, so...
So you're going to be like John Mayer is what you're saying?
No, he's very good. Even if you don't like John Mayer's music, he's a very, very talented guitarist.
Right.
I like his taste in comedy because he actually did reply, and I forgot to tell everybody.
Reply to what?
I asked him on Twitter if he likes I Think You Should Leave.
Are you kidding me? No, you didn't.
I did ask him that.
And he did not reply. Actual real John Mayer.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Actual real John Mayer. Yeah, because his Twitter handle was actual real John Mayer, so that's how we know it's him.
I don't see it anywhere on your timeline. You're
It's
such a
like
liar.
weeks ago.
No, you're a liar.
What did he say, Bill?
He said it's a great show.
No, he did
Little
not.
weird, but I like
No,
it.
he did not. Show me the tweet.
Why would that bother you? It doesn't.
Because
It's not
I
going.
respect him.
But you're not. You respect his music. You don't know anything about him. He said he had a racist penis.
Okay, I like his music.
Right. And so his taste in comedy has got nothing to do with his music.
Yeah.
Right?
I just hate that show so much.
I know. Alan, tell Mary to rub her nutsack on Brian's drum set.
Like Step
That
Brothers.
doesn't even make sense. What?
It's from Step Brothers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Hey, can we play rock trivia, Poundcake?
Of course.
Okay. Hold on.
It's so gay.
It's gay? Is that what he said? Our rock trivia, the Rolling Stone rock trivia of the day calendar is gay?
No,
You're gay. What's it?
I love this song.
What song? Oh, the question today, or
This song.
what? You don't know this song.
This instrumental.
What is it?
I don't know. I heard it in SpongeBob and I love it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You don't know what this is. This is not from SpongeBob. Trust me.
I didn't say it was from SpongeBob. I said I heard it in SpongeBob, and that's how I know it.
What the hell are you saying? What are the words that are coming out of your mouth right now? What you heard the song in SpongeBob, but it wasn't in SpongeBob? Am I misunderstanding this?
I didn't hear it
I
from
Wanna Rock.
SpongeBob. I know SpongeBob didn't create it, but I heard it. It was featured in SpongeBob.
It was not.
Why was it not?
Because I know I put this all together. This was not a SpongeBob thing.
I think I Want to Rock, that song. I Want to Rock.
That's from
that.
a completely different song. I put that on the front of this because we're doing rock trivia.
He doesn't know that.
That's what he
I
recognized.
see. You've never heard the rest of the song, I Want to Rock. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I want to rock.
Well, they do small little features.
Okay,
They don't do the
I was
entire
very
song.
confused. All right,
Well, I
now
was too,
I'm-
because
yeah.
I was like, why would I say something if I heard it on SpongeBob?
Because you didn't even know that this is not I Want to Rock by Twisted Sister.
Yeah, no, I didn't. But
So you heard the I Want to Rock part.
yes. So I just assumed this was the rest of the song. I didn't realize how
Everybody's
creative you were.
assuming. Mary's
Yes.
assuming.
Don't
Poundcake's
assume.
assuming.
Ass out of you and me.
Why? It makes an ass out of you. Why is it? Don't assume. No matter
You've
what
never-
you do, don't assume.
Take me out of it. Don't assume.
That's right. Okay, here we go. The rock trivia for the day.
All right.
Last one is tomorrow for Bill's birthday.
So Michael Jackson had a patent for A, B, C, or D. A, an anti-gravity device. B, an oxygen sleeping tank. C, a hovercraft. Or D, a 3D projector. I think this one may be too easy.
A.
A.
Hey,
Yep.
It's to do the
He
It was
was
the shoes for
the
Smooth
shoes
Criminal.
for,
What do you know?
yeah, that 50-degree lean.
Yep, it says anti-gravity device. He was one of the 3 people with a patent for his Smooth Criminal illusion.
I think it's pretty. I think it's funny to call that an anti-gravity device. By the way, it's just a shoe with a hitch in it, right? He like a bolt in the floor, and then
Yeah.
you lean forward and
But
anti-gravity. But yeah, he had a patent for him and a couple of other people in the early '90s.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. All right.
Michael
Well, here
Jackson.
I'll play this again for you, Poundcake. Hold on, just so you get the.
Ooh, I love this song!
isn't this from SpongeBob?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
It is. It is his favorite song.
Like I said, tomorrow, Bill, it's a Beastie Boys question, so
I'll be ready.
enjoy.
Right.
Can we go through the rock trivia and maybe pick out good ones? Or
Yeah,
we're
maybe.
just going to be done with it.
Well,
Because I'm getting a lot of pushback from people on ending it.
I don't think we should end it.
Well, that's
People,
rid of all
people
the
don't want us to
popular
end it?
No, I got calls and letters. And
Hey, Alan,
Calls it
Ray and
letters.
Willowick. You have an intro talking about second shifters starting off their day horribly listening to the show. Well, I'm probably one of many third shifters that listen to the podcast on Spotify. Ding, because it doesn't crash like the iHeart app does all the time. So maybe everyone calling in isn't drunk in the middle of the night. Maybe they're just killing time like me on the graveyard shift. I also find it very odd when Drunk Sue called in this week that you didn't interrogate her for personal info due to the recent Rick conundrum. And lastly...
Yeah, I have all the Drunk Sue's info. That's why I'm not worried about Sue.
Do not, I repeat, do not eliminate the rock trivia. I can't be the only one who enjoys a know-it-all like you, Alan, getting stumped by rock trivia. Not only that, but what we don't know, we learn from. And who are you to deprive us of learning maybe one thing for the day about Bruce Springsteen, Bob Dylan, or Neil Young?
Right.
Stay crotchety. It's your best trait.
Right. I want to rock! Except I'm not a know-it-all because I whiff half these questions. And if I can't get them, you guys definitely won't get them, and that's no fun for anybody. But yeah, people were writing me, do not end the rock trivia. The whole point of it was to educate Poundcake on rock knowledge, not you guys breezing through these questions. Except he's not going to remember any of this, so that's no fun either. What was yesterday's question?
I don't remember.
Right. He's the Steve Byrne of rock trivia. We all know you'd know most of these questions. Everybody thinks that I'm going to know. Trust me, I thought I would too. But I whiff a lot of these. So
yeah, like
I'm not the know-it-all.
Who was the author mentioned in an obscure Beatles song?
Right.
Like, that's...
Right.
They're hard.
Please do not get rid of rock trivia, somebody else said.
Okay.
So I'm saying if we go through...
Now, again...
ones that don't have to do with, like, you know...
Yeah, we'll go through. I mean...
Maybe it's not an everyday thing.
Right.
But
okay.
it's a year's worth.
But again, if the point is to get Poundcake hip to rock knowledge, he's not retaining any of this.
But I think he has learned a little bit. He at least he knows who Bob Dylan is.
Well,
he knows who.
No, he knows the name. He still doesn't know who Bob Dylan is.
Yeah.
He doesn't know any of the information about his songs or.
I feel like
but that's still an improvement. For him.
What's a piece of information you've retained over the course of us doing rock trivia?
But see, that's tricky because I don't remember everything we talked about. But
give me one thing.
I don't remember everything.
No, I didn't say everything. Give me one thing.
I can't recall.
That's my point. Can't recall one thing.
But if the question was asked to me, if someone repeated it back, like what question we went over, chances are I would probably get the answer correct because I would remember that.
Okay.
But not necessarily the event, not exactly the time, but I would remember that question, and I might have the answer to that question because I remember reading it.
Well, like Mary said, yesterday's was, what's the author that's name-checked in I Am the Walrus by the Beatles? And on the cover.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe. But who was the other person who's just named
Salmonella bitch.
Salmonella bitch.
Salmonella. Right.
Salmonella putrid.
Semolina pilchard.
Salmonella putrid.
Yes.
He's learning.
See, you want to end that?
Okay.
You want to end that, Alan? Come on.
All I'm saying is it's not fun for anyone if I know them and you guys just throw darts. I assume that's not fun for you guys if you go, Jesus Christ.
I don't care.
And then if none of us know them, it's like, yeah, I'm sure there are people listening who are shouting the answer at the radio, but it's like, well, maybe we won't do it every day. We'll do it, we'll figure it out.
Or the soft ones, like we can always do the weekend ones. Like every day.
Are the weekend ones easier?
No, I'm saying the weekend ones we won't normally do because we're not here.
Yeah.
But if we have a Bob Dylan question, like we'll just consider those takeaways, giveaways, whatever.
It is weird how many Bob Dylan questions there are, though, in just the first month and a half.
Yeah.
So many Bob Dylan questions.
We can just do more if it's a Bob Dylan question.
Man. Okay. Let me break. I will have tickets for you on the way back. The Sold Out 9 Inch Nails show. Those tickets went fast, boy. Sold out Saturday, September 24, out at Blossom. So I'll have those for you. I'll have another $1,000 for you to win. 5:30, listen for the next keyword to go fund yourself. If you want to text for anything in the break, 35192 to do that, and we'll be back.